Yo, what's up guys? My name is Duke. Welcome back on my channel. This video is my review to the documentary of Blackpink Light Up the Sky. First of all, I will just use screenshots for this video. I don't want to mess up with Netflix. The people at Netflix are really nice, as you might know. They gave me this live event with Blackpink where they listened to my rap and signed some autographs for me. So if you want to see my live reaction to that, it's also on my channel. I smiled like an idiot. And I take some notes while watching the documentary. So when I look down, I look on my phone and read the notes, and I don't want to be impolite. And I would like to start by saying that this documentary gave me a lot of feelings. But in the first way, it made me realize that I've never been so deep with an artist before. I know these girls like 3 years now, and it felt always like this untouchable stars. Even though we get all the vlogs and behind the scenes footage, I mean, we all enjoy that, but this documentary gave them so much more emotional deepness and understanding. I was so trapped by this. I've never felt that deep related to an artist. But let's start at the beginning. I really enjoyed the smooth start into the documentary, like showing how it all began, and then having Teddy, which is obviously a key person in the entire Blackpink, let's call it workspace, that he talked about the girls, how he is going to see them and how he's feeling their roles into the group and what he thinks about it, and just giving like this third person view of working with them, but on a highly professional level. For me, this is something I ever wanted to see, because as you might know, I make music by myself, and it's always interesting to see the person behind it and how they work together with the artist and how they just create the stuff that we like so much. He also said that he knows, and the company knows, that fans want more music and more output, so they are going to listen to us. They are just really carefully with what they are going to release. And I also love that they put in like the recording process, and that they filmed their own reactions when they listened the first time to the Lady Gaga song, so it was really, so you could really catch up with the atmosphere that they have there in the studio. Next up, they took together a look in the past where they were sitting in a cinema looking at some old Trainee videos. I really enjoyed that, just these girls throwing in the thoughts on the past. And there were some key scenes, like a Lisa Jennie rap duo video that was really cool, and also Lisa rapping Eyes, Nose, Lips by Taeyang. I guess it was the Tabla remix. That was like really shocking to see, and I loved it. I would love to see more of those videos. Next up, they went into the solo stories of the girls, and they started with Jennie, and I have to say, Jennie was the biggest surprise for me. When I went to the Berlin concert and I had the VIP tickets, I saw her during the soundcheck for the first time, and she got like some really big black Chanel sunglasses staring at you, and we were like, oh my god, she is like the perfect, sexy, strong attitude lady, and you were really like trapped by her attitude. And then she was starting with, I don't like to talk about myself, and now I gave this interview, and she was like so different. I mean, we all know that she's like a cutie behind the stage, but that she is so vulnerable and emotional, and I don't know, this entire package of her surprised me a lot. From Jennie, they went to Lisa, and I don't know, Lisa was like as expected. I love that she went a bit more emotional, but not like too far, not like Jennie. But I love that she was talking about the anxiety, like that, especially in Thailand, a lot of people see her as like the Thai girl that made it so far, and I can totally understand that, but that she said that she feels not ready to be in that role because she sees herself just as a singer, as an artist, And I think we can all relate to that. So I loved to see that side of Lisa. Next up, we had Jisoo's part. And I think Jisoo's part was the shortest part, and I felt a bit sorry for that, especially because all of this Jisoo hate I got lately, I was so ready to take more care of what she was like about in this documentary, and then this part was so damn short that I felt a bit disappointed. But it was really interesting to see that her storyline is different from the other girls, because she said she was able to make memories with friends, also that she was always more into acting than singing, which, I mean, isn't a surprise if you think about it, but that she was originally like auditioning to YG for acting and just kind of went into this singer role, never thought about doing this for a living, kind of interesting. And last but not least, Rosie, and she was 100% as expected. I have the feeling that Rosie is this pure honesty, and she's exactly what I always thought about her. And I also enjoyed her part with Lisa together, where they were talking about how they build up their friendship, and I was just really fascinated by that. I also love to see that they said that this group of 4 girls like naturally formed together, so that the group of these 4 were like in this trainee monthly assessments automatically built together, so it was like a natural process, and I love to hear that, and I love to see that because it feels so right. I don't know, it feels like destiny was like, you 4 belong together. And I have to say, when this Coachella clip started and how it all went forward, I just stopped taking notes. I was so trapped by this documentary. I just saw it, I just enjoyed it. I love the feeling, and I can tell you, if you haven't seen it yet and you like Blackpink, get yourself a Netflix account and watch it. It's definitely worth it. In the end, they were talking about what they would do in the future, and they were talking about being 40 years old, married, and getting kids. And I was kind of, I don't know, I felt kind of sad because I'm at the same age with these girls, and that would also be mean that I'm 40 and married and having kids, and that felt so strange. I felt old when they said this, and they would probably look way better when they are 40 than me when I'm 40. And the last detail, like at the really end, they had this pretty savage beat, and they ended up with Jennie's brrr, and then Blackpink in your area, and then heading into the credits. Great detail, like cinematography wise. So I can only say it one more time. If you haven't seen it yet, just do it.